Hello, am I audible, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Your video is off, I guess.
Yeah, 1 minute. Ma'am, can you just give me 2 minutes?
Yeah, why not? It's okay. Take your time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Zina, just close the door. Don't- Okay, the question is there in front of you. Which question is given? See, why the sexual mode of reproduction produces variations? Already we
Uh,
have.
Ma'am, because like there are two different sets of chromosomes, right? So different DNA
Yeah,
mixes and forms something new.
and because of that, variation generates. So two different chromosomes and the DNA mixed up, and hence there would be the variations. So what actual answer is given here in explanation manner, we'll just go through it once, and then we'll turn towards the sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The gametes are produced by the meiotic division, right? Meiotic division involves crossing over between the homologous pair of chromosomes. Homologous means same. Homo means same.
Yeah.
And also the copying of DNA, which is not absolutely accurate. Will it be accurate?
No.
Right. Both of these factors result in variation. First of
Yeah.
all, meiotic division, and second one is what? Not absolute accurate copying of DNA. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Will lead to the variations. After that, what they said, the creation of two new cells from one involves copying of the DNA as well as the cellular apparatus. The DNA copying mechanism is not absolutely accurate and hence result in a variations.
Hmm.
Variations are useful for the ensuring the survival of a species as these can help organism to adapt to the different environmental conditions. Sexual mode of reproduction result in variation and hence it's like the individual which are reproduced or which are born by the sexual reproduction can be adapt easily
Yeah.
compared to asexual reproduction.
Yes, ma'am.
Sexual reproduction is highly evolved process and has many advantages over the asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction promotes diversity of characters in the offspring because of it result from the fusion of two gametes coming from two different and the sexually distinct individuals. The sexual reproduction there is in a sexual reproduction there is an increased opportunity of new combination of characters and therefore it plays a prominent role in origin of new species. Okay, and it
Hmm.
leads to variations which is necessary for evolution. Means like genetic heredity we are going to learn in that evolution factors we have to learn. So that base is
Yes,
nothing
ma'am.
but reproduction. The base of evolution is in reproduction. In sexual mode of reproduction, the two parents involved have quite different pattern of accumulated variations. Combining variations from two individuals would result in a new combination of variants, sorry. And here They are not only body characteristics can be copied. Okay, whatever characteristics adapted by the parents throughout their life can be transmitted into the next generation in the
Yeah.
DNA chromosome
So
form.
I'm like acquired characteristics and all that, right?
Yes, yes, everything.
Acquired and inherited characteristics.
Yes. So sexual reproduction has a lot of advantage over asexual reproduction, and it leads to
Well,
variation.
again, I'm gonna ask, like in asexual reproduction, the offsprings are the same. So suppose the climate changes or something. Uh, how can it get habituated? Like for example, a cactus is shifted to a rainforest region, like they were transported. Then how will they reproduce? Like how will they survive?
Not immediately. Most of the species, initially it will if suppose there would be 100% of the percentile way we will speak about, right? Suppose there
Hmm.
are the 100 plants. If in a rainforest, like condition has been changed, we know that it need a dry environment
Yeah,
to right. But then it has a plenty of water. Then what will happen? It
it'll stop
habitat.
storing water.
Yes, it will take a water. That won't be water is essential for all the plants, right? But it will start photosynthesis like other rainforest plants does. Understanding,
Hmm.
right? So whatever internal characteristics are there to store a water and store a food, that is change, and later it will be converted into the different species.
Yeah.
And it will take lot of period of time. It doesn't happen within a day, a year, or 2 year, or 10 year. It
So
doesn't.
then, till that, like, since it takes a lot of time, how exactly will the cactus which has been shifted survive? Will it or would won't?
It depends on the design and the conditions. If conditions are favorable enough to survive, it will. But then if conditions are not favorable enough to survive, it won't. Right?
Okay.
A lot of water is there. It is completely what we can say drawn
Hydrated.
into the. It won't be.
Yeah.
Won't
Okay.
survive, right? If there is
Mhm.
could be a part side on a side somewhere on a land, it can grow. Even we can see cactus nearby us here, cactus plant,
Yeah, like that's why I asked.
right? So if condition is favorable enough to survive, it can survive.
Hmm.
Okay, that's the point. Now see the next thing which we are going to learn, that is what sexual reproduction.
In flowers, I mean, yeah, flowers.
This is a diagram which you're supposed to draw.
Oh my God. Okay.
Easy, okay. So see what is there in that green color part of the
Oh
flower.
yeah, sepal, petal, anther,
Yeah,
filament,
yeah.
sigma, style.
Singular is called as a sepal. Okay.
Hmm.
This is what colored petals of the flower. Right.
Yeah.
Right. If you see the flower,
How do the flowers get their color? Like for us, it's melanin, right, in our skin. How do flowers get their color?
I'll let you know. Chlorophyll is for the green color. Particular name is there of that pigment. I'll let you know. Chloro something. I'll let you. Chlorophyll is for green color. Right.
Yeah.
Fluoro something there. Fluoro only it will be because related to color. That pigments are present and that will give a color to the flower.
How is it any specific way it's decided? Like some flowers are pink, some flowers are white and all.
It won't be like that. That is a characteristics of that one plant.
Okay.
It's a characteristics of that plant.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a minute. I'll let you know that name because I don't want
Mm-hmm.
pending. Just a minute. It may be there in my notes somewhere.
And how are those eyes formed on potatoes?
Ah, there are certain like enzyme which gets secret. That is tissues are there. I'll forward you that details. Okay, it will take a lot
Okay.
of time. It will. I mean, search on it. I have like get the notes of it.
Oh
It
my
will take
God.
a lot of explanation. So directly I'll send it to you. You take your time and read it properly. Okay,
Okay.
I found it.
Thank you.
Now what it is? What I about to tell you.
The
How?
chloro something of the pigment.
Yeah. You asked me colors of flower, na?
Yeah.
Oh, pigments are there, I know. So the question is, what causes flowers to have different color, right?
Yeah.
Just a minute. Anthocyanin is an enzyme. Okay. So color pigment from the anthocyanins comes in the flower. Those anthocyanins are responsible to give a color to flower.
Okay. Anthro.
Anthocyanin.
Okay.
And yes, means mostly every time, not only anthocyanin, other pigments are also present. Okay. But then
Mm-hmm.
most probably from anthocyanin flowers get color. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. See, what is the most common pigment in a flower coming from of anthocyanins? These pigments range in color from white to red to blue to yellow to purple and even black and brown. The different
Black.
kind of pigment class is made up of the carotenoids. Carotenoids is responsible for some yellow, orange, and the reds. Okay. While
Okay.
many flowers get their color from the either anthocyanin or carotenoids. Carotenoids, Carotenoids.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm. There are some that can get their colors from the combination of both anthocyanin and the carotenoids. Sorry, the name is what? Carotenoids.
Okay, ma'am. How do you spell anthocyanin?
Anthocyanin, you want to write the spelling?
Yeah,
Okay,
just the
write down.
spelling.
Write down.
Mm-hmm.
Anthocyanins.
Antho.
Cynin, Cynins.
Okay, ma'am.
Done?
Yeah.
Now clear, these two pigments are responsible to give a color to flowers. Most probably anthocyanin and sometimes uh, caratos, what it was?
Carrot.
Carotenoid,
Yeah, carotenoids.
carotenoids, and sometimes both. Anthocyanin and
Okay.
okay, fine. Now next is what? You have to draw this diagram. Once you have done, I'll explain you the structure of flower.
Okay. Ma'am, do I do it now?
Yes, you have to. So
Okay.
this petals. Okay, see this ovary part is here. No, it is attached
Yeah.
to the here. This is called as a stigma.
Stigma.
Yeah, here it is stigma. See, upper part is then opening. See this. This opening is here. This one. Are you able
Hmm.
to screen? This opening is called as stigma. Okay. Okay. And this tube is called
Okay.
as style. The tube which
Style.
the things, yes. From stigma to ovary, that is called as style.
Style.
And here it is ovary.
Yeah.
Completely together is called as what? Is form the pistil. Is called as what? Pistil.
Pistil.
Okay.
Stigma style
Yeah.
ovary is on
And
pistil.
pistil, yes. And here it is what? These are what?
Anther.
These are the filaments. Filament is kind of thread, okay, which hold this kind of structure on the head, that is called as anther. Okay, this anther and filament together is called as stamen. Okay,
Stamen.
yeah. So this pistil is female organs of flower,
Yeah,
and
and the anther filament is male. So female flowers will only have the pistil, and the male flowers will only have the stamen, right?
yeah, and if the flower have both the things, means like self poll, it will undergo self pollination. There is no need of cross pollination.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
Fine. So just erase all the things so it will be easy to draw. Fine. Draw it.
Yes.
Once you have drawn, let me know. I'll explain you the parts.
Ma'am, do I write that flower part too?
No need, I guess.
Okay.
That I should explain first, and then only you will
Yeah.
write.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, done.
See what is given about the flower. Hmm. Flower is the site of sexual reproduction in a plant. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
considered to be modified shoot. The axis on which the flower is born is called as the mother axis. Okay,
Axis.
like kind of branch.
Okay.
Okay, then the axis has two parts. The called stalk of the flower. This downside one, like green color stem would be
Stem.
there,
Yeah.
called as a okay,
Okay.
and its swollen top thalamus. Here will be the green color swollen part would be there. No,
Hmm.
that is called as thalamus. The part of flower are arranged on the thalamus. A typical flower has four kind of floral appendages. Okay, floral leaves and whorls. These floral appendages in the successive order are, they are given below.
Hmm.
Order means one after other. First one is the sepals. Sepals are these green color leaves, which are exactly below the flower. Okay.
Yeah.
Usually green in color and protect the floral whorls in the bud stage. Whenever flower will be in a bud stage, it will
Yeah,
protect.
like they have that small covering, that's simple.
Yeah. Next one is what? Petals. Petal is single is called as a calyx. Overall,
Hmm.
it's called as sepals. But then if one leaf, if you leaf you take it, it is called as calyx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the petals. Singularly we called it what? Petals. But then overall it is called as corolla.
Okay.
Okay. So colored and attract the pollinators. Why it is colored? To attract the pollinator. What? Who are the pollinators?
The like
Insect,
the
birds,
insects. bees, insects, birds.
etc. Fine. Now next is the stamen, that is microsporophylls. It has what? Microsporophylls.
Okay.
Stamen has what? Androecium. Yeah. And it
Mm-hmm.
has what? Sporo. Male reproductive and produce pollens. What is the function of it? It produces the pollens.
Balance.
It's not pollen grains. You can say it a pollen grains as well.
Yeah.
Now next is carpels. Carpels, these are the overall pestle you have seen. Yeah.
Hmm?
So
Yeah. Yeah.
single pestle, but what? Carpel. Okay. That is called
Okay.
gynoecium. Okay. Mega
Mm-hmm.
sporophylls. That is micro,
Chlorophyll.
and this gyno is a mega sporophylls because large in a size as compared to androecium. Okay. Female
Okay.
part and produce egg cell. What is the function of it? It's a female reproductive part and produce the egg cell.
Shell.
Yeah. Now see, flower may be unisexual. They have either stamen or carpel. Stamen is
Yeah.
the male gamete and carpel is female gamete.
Yeah.
Example, they have given papaya and watermelon. They are unisexual. And they
Okay.
can be bisexual. That flowers possess both stamen and the carpel. Example, they have given hibiscus and the mustard.
Yeah.
Hibiscus flower is really very common. You might have seen it.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
It has both
Hmm.
androecium.
I've seen pollen on the
Yeah,
hibiscus as well.
yellow color pollen grains would be there. It
Yeah.
will be followed by the anthers, right?
Yeah.
Joint filament, and there at the center there would be five
The
pistils.
very thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
five
saw this.
pistils.
Wow.
That will be the pentamers because five petals would be there in that,
Oh, okay.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Primer. If primer, five means like that. Okay,
Okay.
about stamen, what is given see. Stamen is a male reproductive part and the produce pollens that are yellowish in color. Each stamen consists of a stalk called filament and the flattened top called as an anther.
Yeah.
Okay, anthers produce the pollen grains and pollen how many? Two male gametes. Okay,
Okay.
so this is all about what? Reproductive system, a male reproductive system of your flower.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, you can see. This
Ma'am,
is
those
a
two
filament.
gametes would be
Oh,
the XX. Sorry, the XY.
sorry.
Those two male gametes would be XY. Or...
No, it is not like that here in that way.
Yeah.
Male doesn't matter because offspring should be formed.
Okay. Doesn't
These are the
matter.
unisexual, bisexual flowers would be there. So your plant would be male plant or female plant. It depends upon the flower, which type of flower present in that.
Okay.
You'll come to know later. Means in deep study, when you'll do for the botany, you will come to know about it. Yeah, just now we
How
have seen
exactly
papaya.
bisexual plants are formed? Like, okay, a flower produces a female flower. I mean, male flower, female flower, they merge and form another flower, but how will they become bisexual? No, ma'am. It's okay. So there is a female flower and there's a male flower. They cross-pollinated and they formed a new flower. Now, how do bisexual flowers be formed, like from those two parents?
Both can be possible in that. It can be a cross pollination, it can be self pollination also. Means suppose anthers are here, right? If stigma is up, it is difficult to fall this pollen over here. It can
Yeah.
be happened by the insect or bees, right? If this pollen grains will be fall on the stigma, that is what? Self pollination. If there is another plant nearby, there are also flowers, and that pollen grain come and fall on the stigma, that is cross pollination. So both pollination is possible in this case if your flower is
So, ma'am,
bisexual.
how are those bisexual flowers formed? From unisexual flowers, how are those bisexual flowers formed? Is it
Unisexual,
just
bisexual.
a random
No,
this?
no, it won't be. It won't be. From unisexual flower, only unisexual plant only form
They
genetically.
can't
From
produce bisexual.
genetic material, that particular plant has, that only would be transmitted, no?
Yeah. So that's what I
That
was asking.
bisexual won't be.
Okay, so only bisexual plants can form bisexual plants.
The dominant character would be seen, recessive can't be seen.
Okay.
Okay, that you're going to learn into the genetics.
Heredity.
Yeah, heredity. Fine. We have seen about the stamen just now. Now we are going to learn about carpel. So what is a carpel? It is a female reproductive part and the consist of stigma, style and ovary, right? So
Yeah.
carpel have a swollen ovary at the base. Here it is. See, you're able to see.
Hmm.
Yeah. An elongated middle style. It's a tube and terminal stigma, which is sticky in a nature. Why it is sticky in nature? To stick the pollen grains.
Hmm.
Okay, it should not be again blow away with the wind.
Yeah.
So the ovary contains ovules. Each ovule has a egg cell, right? And the
Hmm.
female egg cell and the female gametes. In a
Yeah.
plant, the fusion of male and female gamete takes place when pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma of some of the another flower. Can be
Yeah.
some
Same.
of another flower or from the same flower.
Yeah.
It can be from same as well as from another flower. Means self pollination and the cross pollination both can be possible in this way. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then the fertilization will be takes place. So
Yeah.
this is about what your sexual reproduction of flower,
Hmm.
right? So once this sexual reproduction done, then there would be a process called as pollination. Understanding? Just now what
Yeah.
we have learned the parts of flower.
But then now we're learning about the reproduction process,
Yes.
pollination.
Here it is given self pollination and the cross pollination. These are the two ways of pollination.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you're going to do now? Have you drew that?
Yeah, I drew it.
Yeah. Now what you're going to do? You have to write down the terms in
Okay.
sequential manner. Once you have completed, then we are going to see the pollination. About pollination, already I have explained you self pollination and the cross.
Yeah.
Self pollination happens on the same plant, and cross
Cross
pollination.
pollination happens between two
And for the cross pollination, agents are required. Those agents would be wind, water, birds,
pollinators.
etc. Bees,
And
etc.
when a flower self-pollinates, will there still be variation?
Yeah, DNA copying will happen in a different way. Slight variations will be there.
Because cross-pollination, fine, there will be variations, but self-pollination is from the same plant, right? Same DNA.
It is like same, identical, kind of identical plants, but then there would be slight variations. Though it is self-pollinated, there will be slight variation because when DNA get copy, it won't copy accurately.
Yeah.
So that we have learned earlier. So
Yes,
there
ma'am.
will be variations. Clear?
Okay. Yeah,
So please note down. I'll just scroll it down first. Once you have completed, I'll explain you about pollination.
sure.
You want to write down this as well? Pedicel.
Not the flower, just the parts of the flower.
You don't want to write anything about flower. You should write.
I know what the flower is.
Pedicel thalamus is not given in your textbook. They should give actually.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it hard in 11th then to understand everything if you're taking bio.
Unless and until you won't understand, you are not able to write anything. You don't have
Yeah.
story in your exam, right?
Yeah.
That to be fiction.
Okay. Ma'am, do you teach physics too?
You can teach. I used to teach physics till grade 12.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Do you have any query?
No, I'm just generally asking.
If you have any query, you can ask me, not an issue.
Sure, ma'am.
Uh, going to paste a question paper for metals and non-metal. So prepare
Okay.
that thoroughly, okay?
Ma'am, a question paper.
Question paper I'll paste. You have to write the answers and submit it.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Yeah, completed.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. We are going to learn about the pollination now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pollination, first of all. The process of transfer and the deposition of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of flower is called as the pollination. The same definition we have seen upside, right?
Yeah.
It is an essential event in the sexual reproduction of a seed-bearing plants. The plants which has seeds in that, okay? There are two main types of pollination. First one is the self-pollination and the cross-pollination. This idea already I gave you what it is.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
definition-wise, what it is that we are going to see.
Okay.
Self-pollination is what? It is the process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of either same flower or another flower born on the same plant. Either from same flower
Huh.
or flower, but from the same plant. It's called as what? Self-pollination.
Okay.
Understand? Suppose this is a plant, okay? Here is another flower. Okay. Here is the stigma. And
Oh,
here is
so
the,
that's still self-pollination. Okay.
if it is come from same flower, or if it is come from another flower of same plant, then it is
Okay,
self-pollination.
okay, okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what about the cross-pollination? Cross-pollination is
Different flowers.
process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower born on the different plant of the same species. Understand? Different
Hmm.
plant of same species. Cross
Ma'am, can pollens from a different species mate?
can be, but then there would be the hybrid formation. I won't feel like that like those pollens can get germinate in the ova of another species.
Okay.
It is not possible because nature will not give a favorable condition for that. No,
Yeah.
so, so same species only, but then from different flowers of
Hmm.
different. Cross pollination requires what? The aid of external agency, right? The
Yeah.
external agency may be abiotic like wind, water, or a biotic like insect, right? Birds,
Yeah.
bats, snails, and another animals. Okay. Cross pollination brings about genetic recommendations, and
Recombinations
yes,
and
it produce what?
variations.
Variation in the
Okay.
offspring. It also increase the adaptability and make the offspring better adjusted towards the changes in the environment.
Yeah.
Right. So these things already we have learned. Then if suppose somebody asks you write a short note on pollination, so this part is really very important. Actually, here they haven't like gave you the diagram for the self pollination and the cross pollination. Get it, I'll post it in your group directly.
Okay.
Yeah. So go for it.
That chart.
Ah, that is also pending, right?
Yeah.
Reminder, beta.
Okay.
Okay. Send me reminder for it. And even that aluka. Chalu.
Haan, Alu.
Okay. Fine. So note down this.
Hmm.
Uh, make a question also. Write a short note on pollination. I have posted image for the self-pollination, the cross-pollination. If possible, go through it and try to draw. Easy it is, it won't be difficult.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, done.
Yeah, good.
मैंने तो क्या कर दिया बोले तो मैडम से मैंने बोला ये मुझे पूछता भाई सर क्या है कितने बजे दे रहे तो आज उनको नहीं बोलता है किधर है वो
I'm done.
Yeah, just a minute. Just I heard that. Yeah, I'm done with. I'm sharing something again to you.
Okay.
तो गया भाई मैं सिर्फ तो गया भैया वन टू आठ पे गई मैं तो दूसरे भाई भेजते हो फिर मैं लिंक भेज तुम्हारे भाई पैसे कर दे कहीं की तरफ फोन पे बात नहीं डायरेक्ट लिंक पर भेज रहे हैं किधर कौन सी दुनिया में किधर तुम्हें समझ में आ रहा क्या अरे मेरे पे
Difference between self-pollination and the cross-pollination also I have something. Go through it, okay? Once.
Okay.
Possible, write it down. Fine.
Sure, ma'am.
So again, tomorrow we don't have class, right? Directly we have on Monday. Isn't it?
Yeah, you said Saturday you can't take, right?
I can, but then you should be available that time, right? If you want, I can.
I think I'm available. There's nothing I have on this.
Okay, I'll have a word with Manisha ma'am. If she said like I can have your class, then I'll have your class because lagging pending classes are there, na earlier.
Yeah.
That I can cover up. And apart from that, one more thing I wanted to ask you. Okay, fine. Let it be. We will meet again by tomorrow. And whatever rest part are there that I'll share with you, go through it and write it down. That is more important. Prepare a chapter, metal and non-metal. By you have to give test on it. And test won't be too easy. Metal and non-metal.
Yeah, ma'am. By when do I give it?
Sunday.
Okay, and there'll be a test when?
By Sunday test will be there, I said.
Oh, okay.
Time on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Bye, beta. Shall I end the class?
Yeah.